Meet Will and Tom, two seemingly ordinary men, cursed with a gift of vast knowledge that is forever expanding. Possessing incredible insight with unparalleled skills and expertise. Let us join them as they embark on a journey to quench their thirst for the truth while answering the questions to life's most intriguing mysteries. Let us open our minds and ask, dude, could you imagine? Could you imagine? Could you imagine? It's a calm night. You're inside your house enjoying the comforts of your home when suddenly you hear crazed and frenzied screams from outside your house. You peer out the window to see a raving and ranting madman with bloodlust in his eyes. He is frantically trying to gain access into your house by any means necessary to murder you. You have about 5 minutes before he is successful breaking into your home. What do you do within that 5 minutes to prepare for this murderous rampage? Let us listen in to our two home invasion defense specialists, Will and Tom, as they prepare to defend their answer. Welcome back, everybody. This is Thomas Lee Case.
This is William Stark.
Sorry,
I had something in my throat. This is William Stark.
I thought you were doing that like a Wolverine or something.
I was trying to go for that or like a Batman.
You should be like, it's me, bub.
Swear to me.
Yeah.
God. What are we imagining today, Tom?
Today we actually have a kind of scary imagining.
Oh, no.
To be honest. And we're going to be putting perhaps both our families in peril. Who knows?
It's actually, I'm feeling like it's been a while. My family, well, the asteroid was coming for everybody.
Yeah, but that's coming for everyone.
Yeah,
too.
that's true.
It wasn't just you. So right now, this question that we have is, what if you have 5 minutes before a guy breaks into your... A person. Let's say, what if you have 5 minutes before a person breaks into your house and they have the intention to kill you?
Okay.
How would you prepare within this 5 minutes? And the parameters...
Home intruder.
Yeah, it's a home intruder. The person is definitely going to murder you. That's their main goal, right? We don't know why.
Specifically me?
Specifically you, but they're not gonna. If anyone gets in their way,
sure,
yeah. And there's no reasoning with this person, right? Mm-hmm. You can't use logic, reason. They want to kill you, and that's what their goal
they're
is.
bloodlusted.
They're bloodlusted. Exactly. That's a good way to put it.
Man, I don't know what I did to piss them off so bad, but okay.
They have bloodlust for you, man. And in 5 minutes, in exactly 5 minutes, they will finally gain access into your house.
He's just really working hard at picking that lock.
Yeah, or I don't know, maybe trying to break a window.
Okay, all right.
But yeah, that's basically the parameters. So
okay, so how do I know? Are we going over that? Like, how do I know that there's someone who's coming in 5 minutes?
So this person,
babe, we gotta go. I accidentally bloodlusted somebody.
Yeah, exactly.
What did you do? That's super.
Well, she'd probably be more upset if you found out it was a woman too, right? She'd be like,
sure.
What? So yeah, that's basically what ends up happening is you start hearing whatever person. Who do you want this person to be, male or female?
I don't care. Like, you tell me. I'm the one who has to prepare for it. I want them to be a scrawny 12-year-old. No. It's okay. 12-year-old. It's Damian Wayne. Oh, well, they were fucked.
No. This is going to be a 30-year-old male, right?
In the prime of his physical.
Yes, exactly. He is
built like a brick shit house.
He is in his prime. No, you know what? I'm going to say he is in your physical shape.
Okay.
Right? So he's not
it's my clone. It's my evil clone. He's here to take my identity.
It's Billiam.
Evil.
Billiam Thark.
Oh, I hate him. I hate him already.
Right. So that's basically, and he's just yelling. You can hear him yelling at the top of his lungs that I want to kill you. Like, William Stark, I want you dead. Whatever he wants.
I got 5 minutes. I'm definitely calling the police.
Yeah. So, okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's the first. Okay. Well, do you want to add anything before I start telling you what
No. That's you wanted to know who this person was, and how did you know you had 5 minutes?
Okay.
Actually, you don't know that you have 5 minutes, I guess.
But like,
how would you know?
The moment is imminent.
Yeah, the moment's going to happen. Yeah, imminent. Yeah.
Okay, well, I guess the first thing I do is
You said you'd call the police, right?
Yeah, well, hold on. I'm imagining that they're going to be like in my driveway yelling at me, and I'm up in the window like, who?
I was actually kind of intrigued now that you said, hold on. Yeah.
And so I'm thinking like, okay, I'm going to tell my fiance to get the kids out of the house through the back. I'll keep him distracted. Obviously, he's bloodlusted for me. Mm-hmm. And I'm gonna have her call the police as she's on her way out. So it's like, okay, the police have a 5-minute heads up. Mm-hmm. I don't know it's gonna be 5 minutes, but in your scenario, it's gonna be 5 minutes. And with stuff like this, police have a tendency to show up fairly quickly, so they'll probably be here in like 15 minutes. So it means I have to fend for my life for 10 minutes.
I would maybe even say probably 10 minutes. They would probably show up when it's something like that. I think they would show up probably.
Okay, so I gotta fend for my life for 5 minutes after he breaks in.
Yeah.
Is he armed? Is he waving a machine gun around?
Oh, you know what?
Does he have a bazooka?
You know what?
Is it like 2 knives?
He is wearing enough clothing to where he could be hiding like a gun or
so it's
knife.
A dude in a trench coat. In a fedora.
I don't know if he had his like trench coat. You don't need necessarily a trench coat. Yeah, you want him to look like he looks like Dick Tracy, right? He like, no, he.
Well, I was thinking more. He looks like. Have you ever seen those? I don't know if this is a California thing or not, but have you ever seen those neighborhood watch signs? And there's a little like. I wouldn't call it a symbol, but it's like a little iconograph of like a suspicious looking person leering over their trench coat with a fedora on.
And you could just see the white eyes in the shadow.
Is that the person who's outside?
That's exactly him.
I'm terrified. That's a scary person down there.
It's the guy who posed for that, for the sign.
Okay, for sure.
Okay, you know what? That's interesting that you brought up the thing if he's armed or not. So I imagine that my answer to that is going to affect what you do for this 5-minute prep time, right?
Yeah.
So let's go through different. Okay, he's not armed. Mm-hmm. What would you try to do within this 5-minute prep time?
Okay. Well, so I've sent them out the back. I have 2 things in pretty close reach in my new locale. I still have my trusty old baseball bat, which it's aluminum.
Oh, it is aluminum. Okay.
Which I will grab, but I also have a 9mm gun.
Oh,
and so I'll definitely arm myself with that.
Is this yours?
This would be my fiance's.
Okay.
So I'll arm myself with both those things, and I think what I would do is this person trying to get in through my front door? They're trying to kick my door down.
Yeah, they're trying any which way to get in, right? And I would assume probably the easiest for them would be, well, I don't know what it actually looks like. Like, I don't know how the windows on your house are. Like, are they more easily accessible if you were to break a window and go through, or would it be more prudent for them to break down the door?
By the front door, there is a window where I guess if you smash it, you'd be able to crawl in.
Okay.
And that's like the quickest. Otherwise, you would have to get into the backyard, and the sliding doors in the back are pretty. They're not like the sliding glass doors that are all glass. They're like a series of 6 small windows, but with wooden framing, which would be a pain in the ass to like. You'd have to break the glass and smash through the wood. So the quickest way would be through the glass, or busting through one of the doors. Trying to think. Yeah, there's no other windows that they would be able to get into the first floor through. So what I would do is I would go downstairs, and our front door is like a double door kind of situation. And if you're looking at it from the inside, on the left-hand side are the windows with the blinds and the curtains closed.
Okay.
So what I would do is I would actually hide up on the right-hand side of my front door. That way, if he comes through the front door, it's going to open in such a way where it will be blocking me. He will, unless he thinks to look around the door. He won't automatically see me. And so when he comes in, I can literally just shoot him in the back.
Okay.
And if he comes through the window, what's cool is there is a I don't know what you would call it, but it's like a small wall that it's like, I would say 3 feet tall and like 6 feet wide. Mm. It kind of guides people from the front door into the living room down like a couple steps. And it's on the other side of that is the window. So if the window smashes, I'm going to lower myself down so he can't see me. And the minute I hear him climbing through the window, I'm going to pull up and just like empty the clip into him and come at him with the bat in case he doesn't go down.
Or if you missed or something.
Or if I missed or something, yeah. I think that's it, yeah.
Well, no, that's good. I'm glad that you said it that way for him being unarmed. I'm glad that you remembered that there's no reasoning with them.
Mm-hmm.
One thing though, okay, so even if like let's say if you had the chance to escape, wait, let me reword that. You don't know if it'll be successful that you escape, right? But that part about where if you were behind the door and he came through and he didn't see you, now would you still try to shoot him first, or would you be like, no, let me try to see if I can escape first, and if he comes after me, then shoot him?
Okay, yeah, let's go to that first scenario with the door, like you said. I think actually it would be a combination of the two. So what I would do is, let's say he starts taking steps in, so I'm able to like actually take a step like between him and the front door. I'm going to empty my clip and then run out the front. That's probably exactly. Okay. I'm just going to like bam, 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 run!
That's the same choice I think I would have made. That's
exactly what I would do.
Because I would have been like, I don't want this chance of him running after me. What if I trip? Or something. You know what I mean? Like I want to take care of him fast as I can.
Sure, yeah, absolutely.
Okay, so that was him without
okay. Now
he's
what?
coming in wielding a machete.
I think my plan stays the same.
Yeah,
he's only got a machete.
With you and the gun, I almost
and the baseball bat too.
You know, but you and the gun, I think almost anything else other than him having a gun,
unless he's got a bulletproof vest on, and I didn't know, right? But then I got the baseball bat, and that has a better reach than a machete.
Yeah. Okay, that's interesting. What if he has a bulletproof vest on and he has a gun, same gun as yours?
I don't know about the bulletproof vest, right? So, well, I mean, here's the thing is if the door scene happens again, right? And I shoot him a bunch of times and it hits him in the back of his bulletproof vest. The thing is he's still going to stagger down.
Yeah, it's going to hurt.
And I told you in that scenario, I'm also going to run. So he'll come after me. But at that point, now we're out in the open and I'm hiding in behind cars and
let's hope the police
show up. Yeah, I'm screaming and all that jazz. Yeah, so I think that would turn into an escape. But if I was forced to fight him, once I empty my bullets into him and like the vest keeps him alive, if he's got a gun, I'm fucked.
Yeah.
Because, like, I mean, I'm going to try and run, and maybe I will get away, but there's also the chance that I get shot.
But also, too, the question was, like, what would you do for the preparation? I think that's all the preparation you can get with what you have available to you. Mine would be definitely different.
If he had something with, like, a bazooka or, like, I don't know, two AK-47s, I think at that point I'm not going to try and engage at all.
Say hello to my little friends. But I mean, like, if he has the bazooka too, I don't see him trying to even get in. I just see him shooting the bazooka at your house. You know,
that's like, okay. The bazooka, but the AK-47s or just
those
automatic rifles of any kind. Yeah, I don't think I'm going to try and engage because like. No.
Oh, what about this? This might be I'm going to throw you a little curveball here. What if he's doing this from afar and he has a sniper rifle and you already know, like when you tried to cross over the room with the window, the bullet almost got you. Like,
yeah. So I have to avoid all windows, which is actually not too hard.
Oh, okay.
And I imagine he's blasting in from the front, in which case I'll try and escape out my backyard. I have a very big backyard, and what I would do is I would probably...
Or obviously vice versa. If he's doing it from the backyard, you'd do it from the backyard.
That's even easier, right? Yeah. But I think what I would do is I would... I have great cover, so what I would do is I would go into my backyard, climb up the hill in the back, which is covered in trees. So, I mean, he's probably not even going to see me. Even if he does, like, he's going to have a real hard time fucking shooting me through all the fucking trees and shit. Mm-hmm. And then on top, hop the fence into the backyard of the people above us. And now I'm on a different street at a way higher... Okay. And I'm way out of sight at this point. And, obviously the police and all that stuff.
Can anybody hear me? Please, hear me. Can you hear me? Can anybody hear me? If you can hear me, this is Fritz Frivolous. I need your help. I'm stuck. Somehow stuck inside the minds of Will and Tom. I need to escape. Please support them and their podcast. You can go to patreon.com/dudecouldyouimagine or leave a 5-star review on Apple Podcast. Distract them long enough for me to break free. You can even leave a like, comment, or subscribe. Again, don't forget about me, Fritz Frivolous.
Yeah. See, I feel like you definitely have the one up on me for preparation, at least because of the gun.
Yeah.
In my house,
I just thought, okay, I know what I'm going to do if it's double AK-47s.
Okay,
so
yeah.
I send, the kids out the back and all that stuff. He's trying to get in the front. I am going to actually go into my backyard. What am I going to arm myself with? I think I'm going to have the gun. I think what I'm going to do is I am going to put the gun on the edge of the pool. I'm going to dip myself into the pool and then have the gun. I'm going to keep the gun and myself just above the line, right up against the wall where I can't be seen so I can breathe.
Okay.
I'm going to listen. And if he comes in and I can see his shadow, the minute his back turned, I'm going to pull myself up and empty the clip.
Yeah.
And hopefully I hit him and kill him, because otherwise I'm a dead man.
Well, actually, that's okay. You know what?
Pull him into the water.
Interesting that you said you're in the water, because I saw what was it? It was like one of those it was like what was that show where they Mythbusters, right? And they were wondering what actually happens to bullets when they're shot in water, because of all the action films you see about people, they jump into water and then someone's still shooting and they happen to never get hit. Or sometimes they're in the water and they do get hit, right? They actually found, and I don't know if it probably has something to do with the different caliber of bullet and everything, but the ones that they shot, the bullets shred and shatter in the water very shallow. So if you're deep enough, like if he's shooting at you, you might be safe.
Yeah, no, absolutely.
At least until he wastes all his bullets,
right?
You probably have to jump out when he reloads.
Yeah,
but like,
or he just waits for me to come up.
yeah.
That's why I'm hiding in a place he wouldn't expect.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? Because why would you hide in the pool where you're stuck if you get caught?
No one would be.
So that's my hope, is to catch him unaware. Or if I think like he's going by the pool and like he's gonna see me, then I'm going to come up, grab his leg, and yank and try and pull him into the pool. So that'll ruin his guns. Now he can't shoot. Now it's just mano a mano. I'm gonna try and drown you in my fucking pool.
Yeah.
So yeah. Okay. What about you, Tom?
So okay, mine's gonna be a little bit more difficult. I don't have any firearms, right?
Okay. Yeah.
So let's go to the scenario.
That was a new one for me, because I was like, oh, we have one in the house now. We didn't before.
Yeah. I've been thinking about getting one, but I, as of yet, you know what I mean, especially budget wise and stuff. I know some aren't as expensive, but still, right now, I don't live in an area where I'm too worried about that.
I'll be honest, mine's not legal, so.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Well, hey, maybe you could hook me up. Let's go with the scenario that the guy is unarmed, right?
Okay.
So first, unarmed. And I hear him, right? The first thing, obviously, same thing. If he's out in the front, the first thing I'm doing is telling my wife and our dog and my mom to go out the back, because if he's in the front, right? Now, here's the bad part about where I live, right? Is that we have a drive-through that goes a drive-through. I mean, we have a driveway.
We sell burgers.
Yeah, I know. It's called Morning, Noon, and Night. Maybe you've heard of it. No. So we have a driveway that goes all the way up, and it goes into the backyard.
Oh God, right? That's so.
You can kind of essentially go.
Is there a gate blocking it?
Oh. Well, there is a gate that goes around the backyard part, but like nothing's really like.
He could drive. They could drive through
it in there. Yeah, or you could drive through it.
Okay,
yeah, it's not like those type of gates that are. It's not like Bruce Wayne gates or something.
For sure. You don't own a manor?
Yeah, I don't own a manor.
Okay, for sure.
But if I know that he's up front, then I can tell them to slip out the back, right? And
but where do they go from there?
Here's the other hurdle. We have brick wall fences back there, and I would have to run out there. See, but like we're trying to say what I would prepare for, right? So I would either have to run, but let's say I don't have time to do that, right? Because it's 5 minutes. I just have to make sure that they're going to. First thing I'm doing is calling the police. Same thing as you.
Sure.
Second thing, first thing I'm doing is telling them to get out. But I have to make sure that they do, which means that my wife is going to have to try to, what do you call that? Like boost up my mom over the fence, and Chewy, our dog. And then she would have to try to get over herself. And, I don't think she climbs really well. I'm a bad climber myself. So like unless she finds something, right? But the good part is once we are over those, all our surrounding neighbors' backyards and everything also all have good fences. So like this person wouldn't be able to easily go after them. You know what I mean? Right?
Okay. How tall is this wall?
I want to say like 8 feet or something, maybe like 7 feet.
Okay, so it's a foot taller than you.
Yeah. No. I'm sorry. Oh, like maybe like 6 feet then. 6 feet.
Oh, so it's at your height.
It's like at my height.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. That's a little. It can be tough.
My mom's 4'11".
Yeah. Well, and your mom's elderly. Yeah.
You know?
I was gonna say, is there anything for them to stand on quickly?
There is, but that's the whole thing. It's like, when you're panicked, I would just have to hope she remembers to grab that on the way out.
Yeah.
Because there is something out there in the backyard that's a step ladder. You know what I mean?
Oh, so it's like made for that. Yeah.
The Chewy part, my dog, like Chewy. I don't know. Like, I guess you're just gonna have to pick him up and throw him over. You know what I mean?
Honestly, your best bet's probably to just put Chewy somewhere, like away, like in the garage. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? Like, because if the assassin's after you, it's not an assassin, but the crazed person is after you. They're not looking for your dog. So as long as you don't go into your garage, and you make it obvious that you didn't go into your garage, you're probably good. Unless they're like a crazed psycho who like, I can't find Tom, guess he'll kill his dog.
Yeah,
which he could
I know.
Be. That's a gamble. That's a gamble.
It's like stuff we don't know.
Yeah.
We don't know if he's.
But do you think your fiance and your mom could get your dog's pretty big, right?
Yeah, he's like 65 pounds.
Yeah. Do you think they could get your dog over that 6 foot wall?
I think my wife could if she really needed to.
Okay.
She would.
Okay.
So here's the thing. So yeah, my first thing, my preparation is like, no, I'm gone. I'm out of there. That's what I would do, and I would help them over the fence. Mm-hmm. But I know that's the easy way out. We all want to know how I would prepare to try to face this attacker.
But also, like you say, it's easy. But again, you just said how easy it was to get in your backyard. Like that's why for mine, my main thing was like I need to keep this person distracted. They're bloodlusted for me, so I need to stay alive and in their face long enough for the family to get out.
Yeah.
So like if you go out back there, like this person might just drive through, and now there they are unloading their AK-47s, and your whole family's back.
Yeah, that's true. So like that's a good point. But so the other way is like the only thing that I have, the only 2 weapons would be kitchen knives, right?
Okay.
And my bow and arrow. So or I should say arrows, which actually don't even have a lethal tip on.
Okay, so they're a non-option.
So I don't think that would really hurt.
You got nothing else?
I have nothing else.
Okay.
I don't even have a.
Do you have a fireplace in your home? Do you have a poker?
No fireplace. So it would have to be, I would have to be close range.
You know what you need, Tom? You need a replica Lord of the Rings sword.
I know, right? I was actually wanting to buy one.
Exactly. It would come in very handy in this moment.
But yeah, that would be the thing is I would have to make sure that I could distract him or have him come up to me. All my things all have to do with distraction or deception. So I'm going to have to hide in my house, which there's not a lot of places, but because I know my house and this person probably doesn't, like they're going to come in and I know like the areas that people don't normally look, and I would have to jump out.
I think your best bet in this case, because you don't have a lot of options, is not just hiding. I think you need to go full barricade mode. It's about surviving until the cops get here.
Yeah, that's true.
Do you got stuff you could throw in front of these doors?
I do have. So here's the thing. There's 2 access doors to the house, right? Front and back.
Okay.
And yes, I do have things I could throw. I have 2 refrigerators in the kitchen, right?
Okay,
I could definitely block them up on the door.
Yeah.
I have 2 couches and a table that I could do in the front living room. Now, here's where the problem is. Next to the front door is a mid-sized window. So
how big is mid-size? Is that like?
So it's like mid-size, I would say. It's like 4 feet by 4 feet.
Okay, that's
right?
pretty big.
Yeah. Then I have this one right in the living room, which is the next room over, and that's like 5 feet by 8 feet. Like maybe even 5 feet by.
See, back in the old days, in the long ago, people would have like big entertainment centers in front of these windows and stuff. But we don't have that type of stuff anymore because TVs get mounted on walls and they're thin.
Well, I do have but it's not a big entertainment center.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Back in the day, people used to have these big ones a lot of the time.
So
or those monster TVs. You remember those
with
big
the giant,
fucking TVs
that weigh like 1,000 pounds.
Yeah.
No, like so it's going to be the same thing. If he can't get in through the doors because I barricaded them, he's easily could break the window and you could jump in. Especially one in the living room, you could jump through your whole body. You know what I mean? Like. So that's the thing.
Okay, what about how is Chewy as a guard dog? Like he might be a good like companion. No, he's not gonna try and fight someone off who's attacking you.
Maybe
like you might want to keep Chewy at your side so you could take out this dude together.
No, but I just Oh, if the guy was unarmed, yeah, that would be a good idea.
Yeah.
You're right. And I think Chewie would, but if he's armed even with a knife, I don't want him to accidentally. I know it might save my life, but I don't want to want him to get stabbed.
I mean, I do understand,
Yeah.
but also there's a part of me that finds it funny because like historically the reason people have dogs is for this exact reason.
I know.
But go ahead.
But for me, I'm like, he's my boy.
Yeah.
But yeah, and honestly, I think I'm really fucked if he comes in with a gun.
Yeah, what I'm learning here, Tom, is that you live in a death trap. Oh
yeah,
no,
right?
this is horrible.
I know. Now I'm like,
now your family's the one in danger.
Yeah, maybe I really should move.
Like,
no, so
at least buy. You know what you need? Just go buy a baseball bat. They're cheap.
I need some kind of
something.
So I really do think the barricade thing is what I will have to do and wait it out. If he had a gun, if he has guns,
those windows. What's your game plan with the windows? Do you have anything
like to cover?
Cover the I don't know anything like you could throw down.
Hard,
you could make it an obstacle, make it just that much harder. No,
nothing. Nothing that would like really stop anyone from coming in.
Yeah. Okay. Well, what's your plan if he gets in? What do you do?
And he has a gun.
Yeah, sure.
Oh, I'm gonna either have to be running around my house, which is funny because it reminds me of when me and my brother, when we were younger, and we'd run around the house chasing each other.
Yeah,
I would have to do that as an
to,
adult,
like duck, dive, and dodge.
Yeah, you know what I mean. I'd have to really make sure that I could. We played this game with our dog too, where we would run into one room real quick and then be quiet as quickly as possible, and he'll run past us because he doesn't know, right? I would have to hope that I could maybe do something like that, or just keep running from this guy, because the only chance I have is to get close enough where I do actually have a little bit of combat training, like training of disarming with guns, but just little, you know what I mean? It would involve a lot of luck, but at least I would have some chance.
Right.
If I would be able to get close enough before he could shoot me. That's the problem. I don't know if I could get close enough that quickly before he could get a shot off.
Yeah, that's tough, man. That's tough.
So I might be dead, Will.
Well, what
dead.
about what about real quick for barricades? I mean, you said the fridges and the couches. Like, I don't know how big the beds in your house are, but is there any getting these mattresses in the way of these windows?
In 5 minutes. Let's say in 5 minutes. Yeah, I think I could. And I do have two big mattresses. One my mom sleeps on.
Yeah, at the very least, you just make it that much harder.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because like what you could do is lean the mattress on, so like he can't just jump through. He has to push the mattress, right? And maybe you can then wedge things against the mattress to make that even harder.
And while he's distracted, doing that is my chance to finally get close before he shoots me.
Yeah, that's true. Or while he's struggling with that, maybe you make a break out, a different path to get out the house.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say. The only other thing then too is like me going out the back, right? But this would have to be making sure that he's staying in front. But if he does run back, I do have this area in the backyard that goes behind the garage, and it's just nothing. It's just grass and dirt or whatever. But if I could get behind there before he can see, I have the option of jumping into 3 backyards, because we're at an intersection right there it's on the corner of the street.
Oh, okay.
So I think that might be the best option, is somehow climbing over one of those, just randomly picking so that he doesn't know which one I jumped over.
He automatically drops to a 33% chance of choosing right. Interesting.
So I think that's my best bet is barricade or escape and disappear through that area.
Okay, barricade and escape.
But man, that would be horrible.
Yeah, no, that's scary stuff, man.
But dude, I don't want to imagine.
The podcast you have just heard are the imaginings from the highly evolved minds of the extra-dimensional beings, Will and Tom. It has been translated into a format more easily understood by the human mind. Interpret it as you will. Should you find yourself seeking more answers to life's most intriguing mysteries, you can show your support by becoming a Patreon member at patreon.com/dude-could-you-imagine. You can also leave an Apple Podcast review. You can subscribe to us on Instagram at dude_could-you-imagine, on Twitter at DCYimagine, and on our YouTube channel, where you can leave a like and a comment. We can also be reached through our email, dudecouldyoimagine@gmail.com. We leave you now so that you may gather your thoughts, until we meet again, to ponder the meaning of the cosmos and ask, dude, could you imagine? Could you imagine? Could you imagine?
It's my clone. It's my evil clone. He's here to take my identity.
It's Billiam.
It's evil.
Billiam Thark.
I hate him. I hate him already.